Obviously we're excited to get back out here tomorrow against a really tough, hard-nosed, hard-playing DePaul team. Obviously we had a really close game up at DePaul just a few weeks back, so our guys have a great deal of respect for them. I think they're one of the harder-playing teams in our league. Coach Stubblefield's done a really nice job with his group, especially with the injury to Javon Freeman-Liberty. We're anticipating that he's going to play. We're preparing like he's going to play. I'd have no idea if he will or not. But they obviously have other good players other than him. David Jones, starting with him, he scored 20 points on us. I want to tell you, maybe in the first 14 minutes of that game at DePaul, I think he is as good of a scorer as there is in our league. He's a tremendous rebounder from the wing as well. He's very dynamic. He's a terrific one-on-one player. Then the other thing DePaul does a great job of is just on the glass. They're huge. They got multiple 7-footers. They play two bigs predominantly the whole game. They play hard, and they go get the ball off the glass as good as any team in our league. So we got to win the war on the glass. We got to take care of the ball, and then we got to be able to contain David Jones in round 2 of this game.
Coach, before you move on to the next game, now that you've had a chance to rewatch the Butler game, is there anything, whether it was the ending or anything else that stood out that you'd like to clean up for Saturday?
No, I felt like we were in control the whole game. I thought we got really good shots for the most part. We valued the ball. I think we finished with 8 turnovers in the game. Won the war on the glass. I thought we got to guard the ball a little bit better. I would say that'd be the one area kind of holistically. I felt like we didn't guard the ball as well as we needed to. And then we got to finish better. I thought those were the two things. That last minute and a half, 2 minutes of the game, just missed blockouts, missed free throws, sloppy way to finish. So we got to clean those two things up, finishing the game stronger and then guarding the ball.
A couple of the questions that were sent to us by some of the media. A key is one of the keys keeping DePaul off the offensive glass. Is it just effort, or you need to do something different because of how physical they are?
Yeah, I think part of rebounding is obviously effort, but I also think we can't get in a jumping contest with DePaul. They're going to win that every day of the week. They're longer than us. They're more athletic than us. They're bigger than us. So it's just genetics. So we have to hold our blockouts a little bit longer. I think that's incredibly important, like not just blocking out, but just an extra half a second to a second. We got to make sure, especially with their big guys on Jinda and Yor and A, those guys are so long. You have to hold your block. I don't care if Jack and Zach or whoever it is, Cesar, Deontay, get the rebound. I just want to make sure their man doesn't get the rebound. Because if you leave your seal a little bit early, it's going to be a jumping contest, and they're going to win that battle.
You guys did a better job on David Jones in the second half. What do you need to do to duplicate that part as opposed to the first half?
I think first and foremost, man, he is as improved as a player as anybody in our league. I think our guys, I know this, our guys have a high level of respect for David Jones. We saw that up close and personal in game 1. But he scores in a lot of ways. Listen, he's going to be ultra aggressive driving the ball. He can shoot the ball. He offensive rebounds. He cuts. He scores in a lot of different ways, and it's going to take a team effort in order to contain him.
Turnovers were an issue in the first game. Was that DePaul, or was that you, or both?
I think a little bit of both. DePaul can be disruptive on the defensive end. They'll pressure. They'll deny certain passes, certain entries. They're handsy. They block a ton of shots, and I thought that's where they really hurt us early on in the game. That led to some open threes and open layups for them in transition. But we got to know who we're playing. Listen, those guys block shots, are going to be handsy, so we got to take care of the ball, value it, just like we have really over the last few games.
Yeah. And I know you answered a couple of these questions, but if someone was to ask you one or two keys to being successful tomorrow afternoon, what would those be?
I would say number one is clearly the war on the glass. we have to do a much better job than we did in game one. And then I'd say number two is we have to value the ball. You can't let them block our shots around the rim. You got to use their aggressiveness against them to create our offense.
Thanks.
Thanks.